to be honest. I don't know what the heck it means, but it looks cool. I don't know how to read it. And then I like this one. It's a sun and moon, and it's for your sunrise, your sunset, and your moonrise and moonset. So
Is that a word? Moonset?
it is on the app. So
That's weird. But what's the advantage? Like, what's the? Can't you tell when the moon's going down just by like looking out a window?
not if you're inside, Steve.
Or it's really cloudy.
I don't know. It's really cool, and it's
It looks really awesome. I have to admit.
and it's animated. I mean, it's not just it doesn't just sit there. I mean,
Right.
right now my homepage is a little cloudy here, so they kind of slowly drift across and stop, and then slowly. Um, I don't know. It was pretty cool. Like I said, I normally I saw it and I was like, well, Ellis knows his stuff, so if he recommends it, I'm gonna check it out, and totally happy with it. It's a really cool app.
It looks great too.
I want to give a suggestion. If you go into the app and you tap on the today on the very first screen, it gives you a 24-hour breakdown of the precipitation and the humidity.
On what do you have to do to get it?
Oh, yeah,
Just
it does.
open up the app and just with the very first screen that comes up, it gives you your today, which is the very first screenshot. You click on the today and it will show you a breakdown of the 24 hours, the next 24 hours.
Oh, cool. Damn.
Yeah.
That I like.
And I was sent something to the developer and I said, well, how about doing it for the 7-day, which is the second screenshot? And they said, oh, that's a great idea. We'll work on that next.
Really?
I said, I'd love to have more widgets, bigger widgets. Because if you look at the widget on the home screen, it gives you all these information, all these tabs in the widget if you look at it. Because you gotta pay attention to the widget. Because the widget's got the way its orientation, like in the one corner, it shows the day I had it, it showed like the umbrella upside down, which meant it was really windy. And you could tell based on the left side, it was like halfway full with yellow. That means the sun is halfway down. And yeah, if you just look at it and analyze it, it gives you all this information in the widget. The widget's more complex, but it's all clean in just two colors, white and the blue, which is the ice cream sandwich colors. So it's clean and simple. And I thought this is a really fresh idea. And I thought this is very elegant, simple, and clean. I thought I'd just love to have a bigger widget as well. I mean, I love the 2x2. It only comes in a 2x2, but yeah, they're open. They have a little suggestion if you open up the app. One of the tabs, I think it's the fourth or fifth page. So yeah, I found this app and I thought, oh, this is totally awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing that in Android, I don't know how it is on iPhones, but I mean, like you said, you could just give them suggestions and they'll start the developers. You're like, you're an email away from contacting the developers. There's not like this whole hierarchy of like management. It's like developer, here's a suggestion. Oh, great, we'll work on that, and boom, like you might get it like in the next week or so. It's crazy. And the developer is One Louder Apps. That's the right one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They did a Sportcaster app. I think someone reviewed.
That's really awesome. It's pretty impressive. Good one.
Yeah, I just wish I mean, I do like the 2x2, but I would like it a little bigger because I would use a whole screen just for that.
Really?
I mean, yeah, I mean, just it is clean and it's nice, but I mean, I do kind of bring it up a little bit to, you know what I mean, to look at. I would like it so I could just use one whole homepage for that.
Well, you guys have suggested it, so it's probably in the pipeline.
And as far as like, oh, I'm sorry, Dor.
No, go ahead. Mine sounds like nothing.
I don't, well, this is just a thought. I don't even know. But as far as like iOS, I mean, it's probably harder for them because, everything has to be
approved by Apple.
Approved, yeah.
Yeah.
The Gestapo has to say, yes, you can do it that way, and no, you can't.
Yeah, it's true. Very good. Thanks, Sean, and thank you, Ellis, for telling that to Sean so Sean could bring it to the show.
No problem.
All right, Ellis, you're up. What app do you have for us?
Well, this week, I got an app that I've been using for quite a long time. I think I've been using this probably since probably 2 years now, since I've had an Evo 4G, and I know I'm on my third phone now. And what this app is called My Settings, and it is basically when you launch it, it's a shortcut with all the settings in one location. And it's pretty self-explanatory. What I found is when I was getting into right before I got into ROMs is sometimes you want to have all these settings, or you would have a ROM and sometimes the settings weren't quite what I want. And now that I'm an ice cream sandwich, they have to build all the settings from source, and everyone's usually copying CyanogenMod. I love to put my settings on Widget Locker because it will bring it up on Widget Locker if you just launch it from the lock screen. And then so you can do different settings. It has a lot of them. It has ringtone, brightness. You can lock it, turn your Wi-Fi on. You can switch from 3G to 4G. You can change the colors. Me and my dad both really like this app, and I found it to be really useful. You can also do it for long holding your search button. So if you have a search button, you can long press it, and it seems to be it's just an app that was really useful, and it's just when you need something that you just want all the settings and it's real easy to go to. This is what I find useful. Sometimes the toggles, I might be in an app and the toggles are just, I don't know, they just seem out of my way. And once you get a phone that's bigger, 4.5 inches, and you might find this out, Steve, once you get the Galaxy Note, after Ice Cream Sandwich, they put all the settings and toggles way at the top. And if you don't have a large thumb, it's going to be a pain.
Really?
So, yes.
What phone do you have that's 4.5?
I got the 4.65. I got the Galaxy Nexus.
Oh, damn, man.
I've been rocking it since December.
I probably knew that, but I forgot. I'm sorry.
I have the bottom toggle setting, which, as you see, my toggles are on the bottom with all my notifications. So,
I see.
Yeah, that's kind of nice, but that's a mod. So,
that's cool. I like this too. I like this app. I would find this very useful, especially the volume controls. That always drives me nuts because I have my keyboard set to click, or I want it to click when I press keys, but I don't want them to be super loud, and that's controlled by media volume. So if I'm listening to a song and I turn up a song, and then I go to press on my keyboard, my clicks on my keys are super loud. So I'm always looking to change my volume. So this is a good app for that too, because I see a volume control in there too.
Yeah, I've been using this since I had an Evo 4G, and I liked this app. It's great. I don't know. I'm a stickler for the brightness. I've always wanted to know the percentage of my brightness. I don't know why, but I guess I'm a little I'm paranoid about that, along with the battery. That's why they say carriers don't put the percentage on batteries, because people worry about it, especially geeks. So I've actually lately been turning my battery percentage off so I don't look at it, so I don't worry about it.
That is awesome, Ellis. I love that.
Dude, I'm the same way, man. If I get down to like 85%, oh my God, where's my charger? I gotta put this thing on charge. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do?
Dude,
85%.
That's why I got a charger down here in the basement, two chargers upstairs in the kitchen. I have technically 2 chargers in the car, and then when I get to my desk at work, I kind of have 2 chargers there too, now that I think about it.
Wow.
And I'm like him. Once I start to approach 85, I start getting a little fidgety.
Wait a minute. When you say 85, meaning 85% left in your battery?
Well, yes, because I overclock the device, and I pull 20 gigs a month, so I can literally go through 40% of my battery in an hour and a half if I'm doing stuff. So,
I see.
Every percentage helps.
What if the apocalypse comes? I mean, you got to have your charge. That's how I look at it, man.
That's when you see 85%. That's what enters your mind.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even let it get to that bad.
See?
If I'm at work, I'm listening to my podcast. I got the Bluetooth, so it drains the battery pretty well. But yeah, I stick it on charge, and I just that's my one complaint about my UI ROM is that the Bluetooth radio in it sucks. I can't get more than 10 feet and it breaks up.
Oh man,
So I start panicking.
that's awesome. All right, cool guys. Let's go back to door for his next app.
Okay, this app I actually learned from Gadget Wisdom on Android Buffet. When I was on 2 episodes ago. He mentioned it. I paid it a little bit of attention. And then I was on my tablet and I said, let me go check this out, because this is only available to install on a tablet, period.
Okay.
You have a phone, you can't install it. It is called Reader HD Free. And I gotta say, when I first launched it, when I first started it, the only words that came to my mind were big deal. What's the big deal? This is just a news reader. I mean, on the left, you have all of your different subscriptions. On the right are the contents of that. Then if you click one of them, it shifts to the left, and then now on the right is the actual article.
Looks like Google Reader.
It does, but I'll tell you right now, it is fast as crap.
Really?
Number one, really snappy fast. I really like the marking as read functions, how that works. So I can easily skip through an RSS feed literally and go click, save to read it later. Click, mark as read. Click, mark as read. Click, mark as read. Click, share with Google Plus. Click, mark as read. Mark, and it's just I can literally bang right through 100, unreads down to none in 8 minutes, 10 minutes.
Huh. Looks great.
Yeah, so I really got to thank him for telling me about this one. I am having fun with it, because for a while there I was up to 800, and I was kind of getting discouraged.
And what were you using?
I used to use G-Reader. G-Reader started not to work exactly how I wanted it to. It actually was changing, and I didn't like it. Okay. So then I went back to Google Reader. And with Google Reader, what I hate is every time I launch the app on my phone, because that's a tablet only, I'm on my phone, I literally have to launch the app, then I have to hit the home button so I can see the individual feeds, because it first just sends me to every feed mushed together by date. And I hate that. I want to see what feed I'm looking at so I can see what content is relative. So when hypothetically I'm on Life Hacker and I see an article about iPhone, I understand why that's in my feed, because it's garbage and I don't want it.
I see.
Because my other feeds wouldn't dare do that to me.
Very cool, man. This looks like a very useful app. Nice one.
Quick. I love the fact, really quick and snappy. I mean, everything about it was bango, bango, bango.
Very cool.
Which sound like a song, I know.
We're an 80s band.
Yeah.
Cool. Sean, you're up, unless you guys have anything else on this one.
No.
All right, you're up.
Okay, this next one was also recommended on Google Plus. I told you it was a rough week for me, man.
That's good.
And I want to see, it was Brian Goddard. I believe that's his name, Goddard. He recommended it. It's DropSync. And it's just a Dropbox app, or it works with Dropbox, and it's pretty cool. It's the free version. You can basically, you have a folder on your phone, you have a folder in Dropbox, and you can just automatically sync between the two, vice versa. If you have something in that folder, you can set it up to auto upload, so every so many minutes or hours, or you can manually do it, and it'll go from your phone into Dropbox account in that specific folder that you tell it to, and vice versa. So if you're on your computer and you want something on your phone, you can just drop it on your Dropbox into that folder, and then it will auto sync back into your folder on your phone. So, it's really simple.
Doesn't Dropbox do that already, though?
Well,
no, you have to force it to sync.
Yeah.
I see
this one, because this you can set it to auto sync for you if you want.
I see. Cool. So you can take a picture; it'll automatically go into your picture folder. Like you can take a picture with your phone; it'll automatically go in your picture folder and get uploaded to Dropbox.
Right, which kind of like a Ubuntu One type of thing, where it just auto uploads up. Well, you know, why,